Nearly 2 months ago when Bassi came out, I put out a non-devotion version of Crimes for Syndicate. I had a great time playing it, and I thought it had a lot of potential. Now Bassi's even better with a provision buff and the profit that we're getting from him, and the rest of the deck just makes more sense to me after playing it for a while now, doing it in devotion. So we lose things like Heatwave, but we gain things like Junior and Junior in conjunction with the Gallo play and just, you know, chipping things down with the brawlers and these types of situations just feels incredibly smooth. Now, the past deck had other tutors like Neuromancy and Royal Decree and things of that sort. I felt like a lot of provisions were going into getting cards and not enough were going into the cards themselves. So with this here, despite the Vivaldi Bank nerf going up from 9 to 10, we make up for having Onero and Decree, and I was able to fit Justice back in the deck where I think it belongs, right? The crime proc gives the leader coin, gets a brawler out there, thins out the same way as most things, and then, you know, Furco's here as well. So if you count the tutors that we have the 1, 2, we've got 3, and it feels pretty damn good, to be honest. We don't need much more than that. Most of the deck that we have is a hand that we like to play. I don't have cards in here that I think are bad. That's basically how it comes down to. Whatever you have, whatever you're dealt, you can make the best of the situation. But it's about learning how to play it, and that's what I'm here for today, right? I'm going to show you guys how to play the deck, and the whole idea of the deck is spending your coins down to 0 coins at the end of your turn because there's payoffs with that, okay? So what I mean by that is with Bassi, spend all your coins, boost self by the number of coins spent. Once per turn when you reach 0 coins, spawn explosives on this row. It looks confusing, it's not, okay? So it gives you a token once per turn with a fee of 3. For every turn you don't use the fee, the cost goes down by 1. You get to damage something for 3 at whatever cost it will show at the time. If you let this sit for a few turns, you're getting 3 damage for free, even if Bassi's not on the board. Okay, so you are benefiting from playing this early in the round opposed to before where it just felt better to slam them at the end. Okay, so think about it that way. All right, we got to get spending down to 0 as much as we can. Now, in addition to that, Gallo is one of my favorite Syndicate cards, honestly, and it's weird because I don't really say that a lot about some of the newer cards, but this card's just good. At the end of your turn, if you have 0 coins, gain 3 coins. So we're spending down to 0, we're getting the explosives, then we're getting coins back. You see the funnel, right? And to make it even better, Oxford Guard's probably one of the best 4 provision cards in the game in the right circumstance, and this is the perfect circumstance to play this card. So fee 2 boost adjacent units by 1. If that reduced your coins to 0, then boost them by 2 instead, cooldown 1. So once per turn we get 4 points for 2 coins. Okay, and if we need to spend out the Gallows 3, then all we have to do is get one of these and one of these, or one of these and one of these, because we're spending 2, 1. You see what I mean? That's why we have this bundle. And in my previous version, I didn't have Disciples, but I think it just runs so much more smooth when you've got these 6 options here, and then the create and plays just in case, right? We can go crazy with the bronze package here with the Gallo, and even if we don't have Bassi the same round, I honestly think it's worth splitting them up, because you can win a round off just this and the bronzes. Right? And then this would be better to set up the pocket for Cleaver anyways, because it's a crown splitter, and then you can increase the intimidate amount if you have adjacent crown splitters. So ideally you want to sandwich the Cleaver in the middle of them anyways, so you can get intimidate 3. When we play a crime card, it would boost itself by 3, right? It's not always a circumstance that you're going to be able to put it down and get that full intimidate value, but we try. You know, and I have enough crown splitters, given Bassi, given Furco, you know, the Justice creating the muscle, and then we have the brawlers and whatever else we make here. So it's looking pretty good for that, okay? Now, obviously a lot of moving pieces, things that I want to keep alive, because in order to get the funnel to work continuously, we got to play around enemies' control. So what we have here in that case would be things like the Conjurer's Candle, being able to boost things and trade up on what we're spending. This is really good, especially if we're in a pinch for spenders and we have the combo that we're trying to pull off again with the spend down to 0, right? So that's definitely something we have to keep things going. And we have, in addition to that, of course, the guards, right? Just getting that boost in around. The Blenheim sort of on the same page as well. We don't have any other poison synergy in the deck, but what this does for me here is it gives me a spender to feed into the combos. It gives me the boost so we can keep things going. If we boost Bassi with this, it doesn't actually poison it, so we could play around, you know, decks that have poison. We could just focus on one target instead, right? But ideally, the Gellert goes onto the tokens if there's no other thing, because it's the least liability, right? So that's kind of the idea. What I like about things like Pickpocket in this deck is it's profit 8, but the leader ability states that if we play a crime, we get a coin. So it actually goes from empty to full bank in one shot for 6 provision. Kind of nuts, right? We have the Purified that can also double down as a bounty. So if we want to make sure we can keep the funnel going and we have limited coins, because this deck likes to spend, we have an option to get some coins right back, which I like. There's a lot of cards that when you just play them, they give you profit. Like, look at this, profit off the Tunnel Drill, profit off this here, profit off the Freak Show. And speaking of Tunnel Drill, we get this down as well. We're doing 2 fee, 3 damage, cooldown 1. If you have a crime card that you intend on playing the same turn, take the spend, play the crime, and then take the spend again. This is going to make sure you can play this card 2 times in one turn, dealing for 6 damage on one card, so you can get rid of, you know, just a hard engine, right? Something that's 6 and counting, or it's going to make a big difference on the order. You just remove that immediately, so works pretty well. One thing I want to touch on before I forget, here's the Open Sesame. I still believe that we want to have one of these in the deck. Profit 5 while in graveyard. Whenever you reach 0 coins, remove a counter. When the counter reaches 0, gain 4 coins, counter 6. Now, if you play this early mid-game, you're chilling because you'll get a surprise later on. We get the actual 6 coins because leader, and then we get 4 later, so 10 coins for 5p. It's actually better than Pickpocket in some situations if you're playing the long game. This is just better for the short game. So I have, you know, just one of these. It feels really good that way. A little bit of extra control with the dips and the Pontars. These do wonders with just having the brawlers out there. And of course, a dip plus a junior is crazy. And this is something I wasn't able to pull off in the first version of the deck, because now we have the dip doing 3 damage. Then this, we can do 3 for 3, or we could use Insanity. So now we're just cleaning up the board. If we're playing against elves, we're playing against any sort of Arrakis swarm, we're doing pretty good. We could Purify Defender, take out whatever, and just start chiseling down all their engines. So it's looking sharp. And really, there's not much else I could think about saying about this one. If you guys have any questions, I know Syndicate's one of those topics, guys. Let me know in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer them. But I have 4 games with live commentary for reference, and you know what? I don't want to hear it. I'm gonna explain something. It was gonna be comments being like, Q, why don't you show the losses? You always just show wins, you know, and all that. Bro, we don't lose, man. I'm telling you, look, this deck's actually doing well, okay? So, pulled up the evidence bank for you there. That's the truth. So, how can I show something that didn't happen, right? And if you guys enjoy the video, don't forget to subscribe. And if you have any ideas for another video, something you want to see, I know someone asked for a good Syndicate deck. That's why I'm posting it. I really look at your requests, guys. So, with that being said, have a good Sunday. We'll see you soon. Take it easy. Thank you. All right, we have Stockpile coming up here first. Over the last 2-3 days, I've seen a lot of people start to play Stockpile again. It hasn't been too big of a threat, but it's good to see. I think in my last deck guide as well, we put against one of these types of decks. Now, for mulligans, we could take out Novigradian Justice here. That's a good thin. Most of what we want is pretty good. It's kind of expensive though. Maybe that goes back for now. Jeez. I have to actually play bronze cards too. Winning on even's nice. If I spend a little bit more up front, we can get it back later. Surely it's going to be Gallo down, and then we just roll the Brawler and all that. We'll do the sandwich here, and then we could put the guard in the middle, right? If they're trying to take it out. I'm just worried about like a boiling oil in this case. So I made the deck last night. It actually started as me playing Hidden Cache for maybe like 6 games. And then I said, you know, I actually haven't revisited the new Bassi. So there you go. I'm thinking it's kind of expensive here, but it's proactive. That's 1 boiling. The question is, do they have 2? I'm gonna play Tunnel Drill just because if I hit something, chip something, you know, we could do, of course.
Do you think the situation a jest?
One of the big problems for me with this deck is that when we're playing against like a no unit type thing, it gets pretty difficult.
I'm an officer and a gentleman.
I wonder why they'd want to play Trebuchet. I have a lot of spenders for later, more offensive, I guess. If I put, okay, honestly, if I put down Freak Show in round 1, it should be fine. Like, it's either I give them a free round or I play with what I have here. And the fact that they made a few extra cards, we could benefit from just trying to get them out now. Wow. Every single person I play against gets this. Just saying. That's a lot to spend to not win the round. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna pass on that. The 2 boiling oils really threw me off. Normally, I'm running 1. Trebuchet, I don't know if that's really worth including, but... I think we're gonna put... Yeah, there we go, Candle. That's not bad, actually. Problem is I can't really take Candle for carryover. Oh my gosh. There's no going back now. So if I remove this, I think it's better to do it with Prof. Because then we could just chip the board down with a brawler. Wow, okay. You check this out, okay? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Shh. Or I just take these two out here. It's probably better. I was actually just gonna, you know, you know, it's kind of expensive. That's why I don't play Raffords with this leader. It's basically like you either need to give it Zeal and have something floating, or just play Inspired Zeal. It's a very expensive card just to throw down for no reason. Okay.
That hurts.
Nice little wipe. We're starting to get the trades that I'm looking for here. So, you know, this being spent, right? The duel earlier. Their deck is a lot more polarized, but I think we did pretty well. The card advantage and then the big spend at the end is going to be very good. And it plays around like a heat wave or anything like that as well. Yes, we get the pass on that. Good. I think next would have been Candle, but... Nice. I'm actually excited about the hand, regardless of us missing literally all this. What we're gonna do though is put back the Brawler, because I can get, you know. Okay, I think I've got spenders like that. There we go, that's not bad. Profit 3, spend all. We could do the engine early, just to start getting these going for their engines, you know? If it gets heat waved here, it could be worse.
Yes, sir. Still gonna drop and I'll put you ghoulies in a vice. Spin till you scream.
I'm conflicted. I don't know if I want to use this just in case they have Tall Punish. I'm gonna wait. Can I deal with that? I do have the Crown Splitter here, so that's something. It's 11.
Can he cut cleanly when you squirming about like that? You're lucky to keep your heat.
That's not looking too good. I think it's the next turn thing. We try and take it out here. They winched that, okay. So there's that. I think we gotta just, we gotta fill up. And just wipe it. Yeah. Get rid of that crew pocket. And we should just be good. Honestly, yeah, let's just go for the consistent option here. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to keep anything on the board now. It's melee bounty, yeah? Okay.
I can't wait to hear your wicked flesh sizzle.
There you go. So we have blood money coming up. I don't know how we're going to do against Syndicate. I just haven't really been playing against a lot of Syndicate ever since the little nerfs to blood money, but we'll see. Have a lot of utility to take care of the engines they play, which is a good part, so this could help. It's just if they have poison, this is horrible, unless we're trying to poison Bassi, so keep this funnel going. I don't know if I should get rid of this now, though. We are going second. We like the reach. I don't know. It's too good of a hand, man. I'm finding that problem a lot. I shouldn't complain about it, but we could just... couple things here. I could just play Gellert for the coin. I could just kill it right away. I could dip it, but then they boost it. If I take this, this just sort of sets the standard here, doesn't it? Let's not do anything crazy. Here.
I was cooking so bloody damned potions.
We just like this, don't we? I think we take a prof on that, yeah. Just because, you know, Spender, they're not boosting it. We get the coin right back, we're chilling. Then we'll try to get this out. We need, like, an engine to actually start pushing ahead. Yeah, that's fine.
Abandon your false guns.
It's good to see Freak Show in the round one, though. I have to say. You gonna take that out too? They must be new. Usually you just go for this before the tokens, don't you? Here, I think they just are guaranteed to lose the round. I wouldn't say that just yet. They'll crank leader and they'll play like a scoundrel or something. This is a very back and forth game. Sometimes I play against opponents who give this bounty, except they don't kill it the same turn and it purifies itself, and I love it. You know, I'm probably supposed to take Freak Show. There you go. It's getting kind of annoyed. Like, how many gold cards do I have to dump? But I keep forgetting about how my deck isn't very polarized. So it looks like I'm spending a lot of gold cards, but like there's a lot of 6 through 7, actually 6 through 8 even. So it could be worse. Is this just not it? We could put back the Brawler for the Justice Pull. Spend all spawn. What's leader at? Okay. So they might even just try to take that out with like a Brawler plus leader swing. Or not. We gotta do something here. So they're Devo, and this has Veil. So... yeah... I think that's the move, just so we can get that out. Huh. Yeah, the one card you're not expecting. I guess Morels makes sense here. Usually they're having Graydon lately, so I'll take the L on that. We gotta get this leader out of the way, man. We gotta keep this pocket here. It's 1 for 3.
They want the pirates to see which is birth. We just provide the thinking.
There we go. I was actually pretty worried that they weren't going to use the leader and I'd have to wait for that. That's massive. Okay. Let's just try to go for a value bleed. I can maybe even play Vivaldi, try to get some carryover, and just thin out something else. There we go, Scoundrel. Okay. Nice. We don't really want one of the guards in a short round 3 anyways. What can I play that's not too expensive, you know? Well, we're not going all the way in anyways. Might as well fill it up, right?
Good job, good job.
Is there a chance that we can pull it off? I mean, they have damage 1 and 8 coin. They also have candle, and they're also up by a decent amount. And I have the pocket here for intimidate. Maybe I'm supposed to just trade it. Yeah, maybe I'm supposed to just trade it. I don't know. If it's not hail, I'm going to be pretty upset. Okay, it's brute. And their consistency's out of the way as well. They get 3 coin carryover, we get 0, but we might top deck better. If they pull into the 18 slam, we're done, but otherwise we have a decent chance, right? Here, I'll put this back. Ah. Damn. Literally anything else would just be better than this. There we go.
Our knees supposed to bend, boys.
This will die. It's fine. We get the 3 coin back.
Thou shalt burn.
Huh. 3, 6. They can kill that. If I just do 2 more. I think that's the best we're going to get here.
Oh, makes for the best buyers.
It was so close. Shoot. There's that, and we just take it, don't we? Okay, we have Rage of the Sea coming up here next. And, it's probably going to be decent for us, actually. If it comes down to the messengers, we just remove everything they play. But because they're having, like, area damage opposed to direct control, makes it very difficult for them to remove my spenders, right? I like this here. I like this here. I pretty much like everything here. Mind you, Yeah, I mean, that's around, you know? I wouldn't mind having, well, actually, it's pretty damn good.
Oh, how wonderful! You speak our tongue.
I feel like I can get a lot of value from Tunnel Drill. Unless they have a lock. That was quick. Kurtzen deck. I don't know. We're not going to fish for him, you know? We got to kill this before they bond or click. Maybe we just get out of the round, actually. Here. When you see 8, 9, actually 10 now, 10. 8, 10, 10. Yeah, let's just get out before the Melusine even gets worse. It's a little late. So, I actually give them some pretty good value for the rain with this. Coin generation plus engine. Good spending down cards. We probably don't need plunder. That's a bit better dip. Profit 3 whenever you, yeah. I'd rather set it up early so we could try to round trap. Another 8 provisions rolls out. I think they're just trying to set up the graveyard as good as possible, right? Of course they have this and it works well. I was thinking about playing this at some point, but what do you do now, though? I don't know if I want to spend all the coin down. I think I'm just going to wait. Can I do more for less? Here. I guess we could just dip it. Seven, 8. So Fukusha and maybe Kraken is the move. Okay, we'll do this, and then we pull one of these. That's kind of a hand you just don't complain about, you know? Do we have any crime cards? Okay, yeah, we do. Let's just take it. I think it's supposed to be Gallo first. Well, we could float this and then play Gallo second after we spend. That's a really good purify.
You shall confess all in due course.
They already have one in the grave, so I'm not as interested in killing that. This, however, we just don't touch, because I don't want them to bring it back. Here, let's, the front row is going to be my crown splitters. Wow. Bro, 7 turns of rain. That's crazy.
Don't trouble yourself with pleas for mercy.
The problem is they take it back. Whatever. There's not enough turns in the game, actually, if you think about it. I think that's actually not a bad idea. Because they go Fukusha for that, they get all greedy with it, and then they just don't take back Melusine.
Melusine sends blessings.
Okay.
We pay her with reverence.
I don't want them to hit me with a storm, but
Slow, ain't ya?
This mess his eyes only.
okay, so we need to get free show. We should be able... There we go, good. Nice top deck as well. We lose the brawler, but it's not all bad. Probably make another one here. Renfrey, I actually wasn't why was I not expecting this to be the Renfrey deck? Damage all by 1? That's not even that good. Unless they really want to get rid of Gallo. Gallo already got more value than what she's worth provision-wise. Play the lowest provision, so... It's not Kraken, I don't think. I think it's going to be Triss. But they're not really stacking for Triss. I don't know, it's weird.
Belly and throat. Got preference.
Why? Okay.
On the count of 3. We
So we're going to get rid of...
2.
Actually, it just doesn't really matter to me. Flaminica, and then it's going to be a Resurrection of Melusine. I guess that's like the main 2 plays here. It's a spin on the Triss thing.
Sod it all. A guest is it? Get it, you foul
Let's make the pocket. And 1... We just spend it down, right? Oh yeah, we get the coin right back. That's crazy. There we go. Because if you're wondering, it's because of the open sesame. It's already been that many turns. Nuts.
hearts with wrong.
tired of this guy taunting like every 2 seconds. I'm playing a deck that requires skill, you know? You know what I'm saying? Leave me alone. Let me think. Okay, so spend. Then we full bank it here. Probably 2 spends on that. Then we hit that real quick. It's a cooldown of 1, so then we just play 3 damage. And there's no shot that they can win that, right? Yeah.
Only the strongest will survive.
Okay, we go first against PF. I'm fine with that. Let's just try and milk this play, honestly. And maybe go for the Justice Thin. This is probably not going to be played in round 1. I don't really think Dip's going to do much for me, but then again, we kind of need coins, so we'll keep something. Yeah, this is going to keep everything alive. I feel like that's just the best we're going to get here. Problem is, once they get the raids online, it's going to be just horrible, you know? You know... Nah. I was going to think about playing this, but it's not worth it.
Yes, you! Have you made your offering?
I'll take a spot, because I don't think I'm going to play in the round long enough for it to really matter. I went for this symmetry because I thought it would look cool, but realistically, guys, play this beside this so you can get a better boost. Okay? Kind of a throw. Just to look cool, you know? It's literally like the bouncer. And they're all in the club, you know? Holy crap. I wasn't expecting deranged Corsair on the deck. That's fine. Let's try and just do as much as we can off this here. Okay. 1, 2, 3. This card is just ridiculous when you get the right board state and you can pull it off. It's so good. It's only at 3, I guess. I don't know if I should light it up or... we'll go for the thin. We'll go for the thin. I said I was going to, you know? There. Yo, this board is looking nice. You know, we could just... 1 coin, 4 boost. Yeah, it's a good spend. I like how they only have blood... What?
Famous last words right there.
Okay. That would, like, literally just turned quick, didn't it? Listen, I'm going to get out because this temple's at 7 in 2 turns, and they're starting to actually spend gold cards. Oh! Do they just put Real Hand in the deck for, like, a thin? Or do they intend on going in on the rain? Either way, when you don't know, it's better just to pass. We did a little bit of thinning, and we really leaned into the bronze cards, which I like. And so we have a handful of golds and a deck full of golds to carry over. And whoa, I hope that comes back to bite them later. This happened to me a couple months back. Someone else did that. They played the Nekkers from hand and then they couldn't get their magic compass at the end. So let's go. Gallo in the pocket. Furco into... we got options. We're good. It's just a good hand. I don't think we need to play or worry about.
Before a modern Freya.
Gallo tempos.
This promises to be very interesting.
Tutor, 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 thin. 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 We get the boost by 6. Something tells me they have tall punish, right? It'd be kind of weird if they didn't. Yeah, it's fine. Or they just champ charge it. No. Another tutor.
Fire.
You love it. You gotta love it. We'll get a spender down, I think. I kind of want to save Cleaver if we can. I just want to get more of these, you know? More of these guys out there while it's working. Real question is, do I ever just try to... Let's use this. I kind of think it's important now to stay ahead. Get a spender. Oh, nice.
Should have taken the easy road.
Let these become more affordable. I don't want to stack the row anymore, so we give value to, you know what I mean? How many of these did you friggin' play? It feels like a million. I think they literally just took Rio Hand for a thin. I don't think rain is any intention. You know, this is probably just the best card to play here. Should we go for this? Yeah. We're stacking up. Whenever they play something good now, it's just, you know? They can't even sove here if they want to. Like, it won't kill whatever they play. Please draw a candle. Oh my gosh. You know what? Listen, it's fine. It's kind of hard to give up all this good stuff here. We float this one. And worst case, we just play into Cleaver. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the full spend, okay?
I'm a dwarf of business. I stand.
There. Imagine Scorch. Or Blizzard, even.
And no more. There is but us.
Let's just light it up here. There we go.
You've done it now.
They had something to that effect, which is kind of cool. I think I'm gonna put bounty on this
Has already besmirched your breeches, I presume.
T-pose, yeah. And then what we'll do is we'll hit something else. We'll spend the 3. We'll get back the 5, but we'll do it last so they can't take Fukusha on it.
The more drink with our forefathers.
Actually, let's do it now then. Yo, the shields are coming in clutch.
You shall be mine forever.
I feed the water.
Don't tell me you're gonna try and res Riohan. That's the thing. And just try to get...
We've
I don't know.
enough.
I'll take Insanity here. I think I can roll a spender. I'm just gonna leave it like that. We should just win. No way you have decoy. Oh, I don't know if... Was that the move? Would it have not just maybe been better to use this? I guess that was a lot of damage. I should have spent first. Guys, don't do what I'm doing here, but we still win. It would have been more points, like 5 more points.